It's the AFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Buffalo. It's the Browns and the Bills, and it comes your way next.
Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by the former Missouri Tiger, their rookie quarterback.
And rightly so. He's been the big story leading up to this AFC Championship game because, as we all know, no rookie's ever won a Super Bowl as a starting quarterback. Heck, no rookie's ever started a Super Bowl. So he's trying to rewrite the history books here, and if he wins this one, he'll get his own book.
Throwing to start the drive. Stockton got his man complete over the middle. It's Sullivan. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Now the first carry here for the running back. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 2nd and 9. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 9 now. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he is going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. Second year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter, but this would be something I think would be very noteworthy.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now a 2nd and 6. From the gun, he'll hand this off. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
That's complete right around the 8. And the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
He'll try again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Well, the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
To the air, Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Carter busting through to get him for a loss of 6. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen steps away to his left. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Bills send the punter out. Deep to return, Malik Washington. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 5. Looking to throw. Stockton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He finds his man, complete. That's Sullivan. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a first and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 56 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. Back to throw. Stockton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 4 yards out. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good, and it's now 14-0. So that drive 7 plays in length, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Operating from the gun, Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir from 21 yards away. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. And he won't quite make it to the 25. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. They work now on 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Stockton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for this with Wright. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll go with the keeper. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Wright. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
They'll run on first down with Wright. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll go again here with Wright. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Wright. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. It's a first down following a gain of 3. They'll work the middle here with Wright. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. They'll run out of the gun with Wright. And the Browns are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. Wright is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point try now for Patterson. It's good, and it is now 21-7. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. Allen. And complete, right side to Cook. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now Allen. Right back to Cook for another completion. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That'll be caught. It's Toney. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Kadarius Toney as the first half is winding down. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Bills offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now Allen. That's caught. It's Coleman. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. That one goes for 8 yards.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
To throw, it's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Cook following the penalty. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Delay of game, offense.
And that flag accepted. Motion man is Shakir. From midfield, here's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Here's Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. Back to the ground, Cook. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now they'll bring Tony in motion left. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Patterson now for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six. So we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Allen going to throw. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And again, it's Allen. That's complete to Tony. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Allen now looks to throw. Has his man, it's Shakir. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. To the air, Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. shakes off the sack, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Throwing now is Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way. Call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Stockton eluding the pressure right. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play, because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Allen. Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Stockton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Sullivan, and he's got this down to the 35. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw. Stockton. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's second down. Back to throw. Stockton. And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that, with a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, gigantic. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Coleman, and he goes out right around the 39. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. On play action, Allen. He's able to get it to Coleman. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 30-yard line. Now Allen. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Delay of game, offense.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Still first down.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Browns set to take over. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose, as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
And they'll go right back to right. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 55 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Delayed game,
I don't know what happened there. I was hitting the button. I don't know why he wasn't egging it.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Looking to throw. Stockton flushed out right. Complete to Washington. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Now 2nd and 3. A give up the middle to right. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On the give, this is right. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Back to throw. Stockton. That is caught. And he will have a Browns first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory. And they take a knee. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And as they take that knee, you can hear a pin drop in this stadium right now, partner.
I'd say you can hear a pin drop except for one thing. You're hearing a lot of people on cell phones right now calling and saying, cancel my reservation, because this crowd thought they were going to the Super Bowl. They had trips planned, hotels, reservations, the whole deal. That's all wiped out now.
And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.